What up, everybody? What's going on with you? Welcome back to another live stream. Appreciate everybody's time. Hope everybody's doing well today. Um, Today we're talking about reselling. Same old we always talk about. Hopefully you guys have some questions. If you do, drop it in the chat and we'll get to answering it. Mojo Mama's first. Hey, what's going on with you? Hillary, what's up? In the Glockenspiel. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I wouldn't expect you to if you're not in the Discord. What's up, Miss Lachey? What's up, Scott? How you guys doing? How's everyone doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Uh, Finished my listings at like 5 o'clock, so kind of just been hanging. Uh, I've been getting up early in the morning and doing my workouts. So like I'll get up at like 5:30 and then go hit the gym. That way, man, like say for instance I finished at 5 and then I go live at 7. That gives me like a 2 hour window to try to drive to the gym, warm up, do my workout and all that good stuff, and then try to get back here before the live stream. And I work out like 2 hours at a time almost. So it wasn't flowing very well. So I decided to do it first thing in the morning. And it gives me a lot of energy. Like when you get up and you get some fitness in, you got some gumption about yourself. So you kind of just push yourself a little bit harder. You eat a little bit healthier all day long. And all around just transpires into good behavior for me. Lisa, what's going on? How are you? Fino, what up? How you doing? I can't figure out how to comment or reply to a post on the Discord. Uh, you're showing your age there, bro. you type, you type in the little comment section. There's like a little bar at the bottom of the screen, and that's just where you type your stuff at. And each channel on the left hand side is a different topic. So each of those little lines on the left hand side, let me just pull this up real quick. I'll just share the screen and try to give you a real quick tutorial. Alrighty. So these channels are, and this is a Glockenspiel. This is what I was just talking about. So this is the haul channel where we show off what we find, bolos and stuff. Bolo brand channel. This is all about bolos. This is for the content creators. And so there's a bar down here. This is where you put your stuff at. I don't know if this is still showing. Let me click on. Hold on, what we got going on here? Yeah, it's showing. All right, guys, my bad. So then, good pickings, haul show off topic. This is where we talk about all the random stuff. So you just click the little thing down here and type text. I'm not gonna put that in there. That's how you do that, man. Super simple. Hopefully that helped. Confusing people right off the bat with the Glockenspiel. Well, now they know. Ella Michelle, what's going on, guys? Cheryl, how you doing? Thank you. The video's doing pretty well, actually, so I guess you're not the only one that thinks that it was a good video. I'm just trying to provide value. If you guys have any questions, I do write them down in these notepads, and then I go over the topics in the video. So I'll do the best that I can to provide a great experience. Have you ever listened to Seven? He's a dope Christian rapper. I have listened to him, but he's it's weird because he cusses. And he says the N-word, so I don't listen to him on a regular basis, but I know who he is. Just like Dax is a Christian rapper, but he's like he cusses, and I don't listen to all that. I don't even cuss, so I'm not gonna listen to some music that with cussing in it. I vaguely remember having more energy for morning workouts. It's been so long I forgot. Well, you need to get back at it, my friend. I'm talking about I was charged up all day. Nita, what's going on? Tiffany, what upper? Josh, any suggestions for getting my reselling channel off the ground? I feel like I'm producing content, but growth is slow. So that's the thing, right? You may think your content's great, but other people don't. That's what my thing was. When I first started making content, my videos were garbage. And it took me like over a year to get almost a whole year to get 100 subscribers. or at least a half a year. It was a really long time. Um, at the end of the day, man, people are coming to reselling channels to learn stuff. So if you're not teaching anything, nobody's gonna watch your stuff. There's people that come to watch you pick and like find things. Uh, but it's also they want to find things that can help them grow their business. So like they're going to want to see like what's selling, why is it selling, how can I find these items that you're selling, and you just got to provide value. So like for me, for the longest time, I was shown nothing but Ben's videos, Ben's video after Ben's video. Every video was a Ben's video, and while it was gaining some traction, I was able to get to 1,000 subscribers with that. Nothing took off until I started teaching people how to resell, and that's what's worked for me. At the same time, I took a course, Think Media Video Ranking Academy, and they teach you a lot of simple stuff like provide value, have a plan, be consistent, um, put in the work, just press record. And there's a lot of more nuance to that, but those are like the general outlines. But really, the main thing is just stay consistent. Don't give up. You probably just started if you're saying growth is slow. It took me well over a year to get any traction. Sunny Las Vegas, I know you guys know him. It took him like 2 years to get 2,000 subscribers. Now look at him. He's like 10,000, 10,000 subs. So sometimes you just got to stay diligent and keep putting in the work. Next thing you know, you'll blow up like Nitro. Christopher, what up? Best Christian rap group ever, Gospel Gangsters. I'm not even religious, but I still rock them. I've never heard of them. Let Miss Q, what's going on? My morning workout is fighting with my youngest to get up and get his snarky butt off to school. I heard that. I literally just got off the phone with my pastor like 10 minutes before the live stream. He was calling me because he's my egg plug. I buy fresh from the farm eggs from him. We was chopping it up, talking business, and he's like, "Don't have kids, man. My youngest just made a mess." I think she's like 2 years old, so she's like she's in the thick of it. I'm about to I'm about to join a gym for sure. I run out of breath driving. Dang, bro, that's bad. Here's a link to Josh's channel for anyone that wants to check him out. Hey, there you go. Hey, Kristen, how you doing? Let's see. I'm gonna check out your channel after this live. My value is my sexiness, hair blown in the wind. You're crazy, bro. Josh, there you go. You got a sub. And like certain things, man. Like I don't know how long James has been doing YouTube. I found James he found me actually, uh, like a year and a half ago or whatever. He had like 7,000 subs. Now look at him, 13.6 or 13.7. Like you just get in that groove. But James has been grinding though lately too. But you get in that groove, and then the algorithm just keeps pushing you in front of people. So just try to provide as much value as you can. I think the YouTube algo is similar to the eBay algo. Stay consistent. I agree 100%. If your titles and your thumbnail are garbage, nobody's going to click on the video to see what the listing contains. So, for how long have you been doing resale as a full-time job? Full-time of October 21st, 2021, I mean. I went full-time. So a year and a few months. I've been watching Josh. I like to check out media sellers to learn. There's a lot of great value in media. A lot of things like James will tell you boatload of information to give away in the media category. So just start putting out content that's teachable, and eventually you'll find your family. Like Bo Johnson, he started out doing nothing but educational content, and he got monetized in a few short months, like 4 or 5 months, I think. It didn't take him long because all he was doing was providing value. On eBay, do you use your personal address as a return address, or can you use a PO box? I think you can use a PO box. I know plenty of people that do, but I heard someone say at some point in time that they stopped that. I don't believe that's true, because I had a PO box on my account for the longest, but I just switched it over to my personal address. Yep, there you go. You can use a PO box. Life. Such majestic locks. James got that 1980s hairband glam rock hair. James is pumping out content. Feels like a dozen videos a day. Probably close to it, man. He's 100% up on his numbers. James has a great channel. Keeps it real and no editing. Yep. Grabs them with the craziness. What's up, Resell Intel? How you doing? Here is a non-YouTube question. Sell-through rate. Is it overrated or underrated? Underrated. People far too often just get stuff and be like, oh, it's sold, it'll sell again. If you got all the space in the world, then by all means, list it and forget it. But if you're like me and you got 3 storage units and you're constantly running out of space, then sell-through rate is one of the biggest things you're going to want to pay attention to. If you're a new reseller and you're limited on capital, and you need cash flow, sell-through rate is going to matter very much to you, because you're going to want to pick items that are going to sell for not only a good return on your investment, but you're going to want to buy items that will sell fast so you can recoup your money. Especially if you're trying to go full time, you're going to want to reinvest all that money as fast as possible into more items to keep growing your business. Not necessarily growing your number of listings, while although you do need to grow those, you want to make sure that you're growing your knowledge, you're growing safely to where you can find all your items, put them away on time, to where all your systems work the right way, to where you're not losing items or having to cancel orders or listing items the wrong way, wrong item specifics, wrong details about the item size or whatever the case may be. Color, things that lead you to get defects for item not as described. If you're growing too fast, these will become problems. So um, for me, sell-through rate is the biggest thing. Because I'm trying to recoup all my money as fast as possible, because I live off my money and I pay all my bills off my money, as well as I'm in grow mode. So I'm usually cash is tight almost all the time for me, because I am growing. I've only been doing reselling for a little over a year full time, and I've never not been growing my listing goal. So until I reach 50 a day is where I'm going to plateau at for at least a year. Um, then I'm still going to be in grow mode, which I got 5 more listings a day to acquire before I reach the 50 a day goal. I just got to let it do what it do. Let's see. Just find your niche that works for you. Yeah, definitely. Not gonna lie, I first clicked on James' videos because he was wearing a Furby hat. Well, so James popped up in one of my live streams, and I followed him on Facebook, and I was like, hey, because he gave me some information about some local stuff in St. Louis. And I noticed he had a YouTube channel, and then I started following him. The Furby hat drew me in too, though, but I followed him on Facebook first. James is also working on his lashes, so more stuff to come. Let's see. I would love to do resale full time. Any advice how to get there? Well, the thing is, man, is you're gonna have to, number one, make sure you make enough money to take care of everything. I went full time way too fast. Um, but the job that I had was only giving me a day a week. So it was literally no point in me continuing to work a job that wasn't giving me the hours. So I quit and I start pouring all my efforts and my energy into YouTube, or not YouTube, but into yeah, that too, but into reselling. And you want to make sure you got enough money to pay all your bills, to pay all of the business expenses, which by that I mean um, eBay store subscription, shipping supplies if you're not getting all free shipping supplies from the USPS, storage fees if you have any, whatever the cost of your actual inventory is, you're going to need to be able to make that money. What other fees? Taxes, CPA if you get one, all the costs that go into running the business. You want to make sure that you have enough of that, let's say in a week period of time. So like for me, my business pays for itself. In the whole month, I can earn what I need in 2 weeks. So 1 week goes towards what my rent, my car note, and things like that, and then next to the next weeks following to come, just continue to go back into more inventory and whatever other business expenses come along, like shipping supplies and random things like that. Um, you just don't want to be struggling. You don't want to be using your own money either to be buying capital. You want to make sure the items that you're buying are buying more items. So what I mean by using your own money, like say you spent $100 on inventory, You haven't sold any of those items yet, but you pull another $100 out of your pocket to go buy more inventory. That's not what you need to be doing in the beginning, at least, or ever. I first clicked on James because he was on a thumbnail, and I'm a rocket chick. Watched ever since and learned so much about listing. Obligatory link to, yep, there you go. There's James' channel. Hey, there goes my brother. Got the little badge next to his name because he's a channel member. That's what I'm talking about, bro. And by the way, guys, I do have channel memberships, uh, store reviews. What other things do I offer in there? Oh, private videos, private live streams, sourcing tips, research, bolos, um, and store reviews. There's different levels to the store memberships, and there's a private Discord. So, like, if you guys message me on Instagram or you message me in the Dixon's Pickens or in the Good Pickens Discord, I don't respond all the time because I'm literally working all day. But if you message me in the Good Pickens members only room, I'm gonna message you immediately because that's gonna be a pay thing. What's up, Myra? How you doing? Appreciate you. I guess Marcus missed a suggestion with getting attention on YouTube. Keep it weird. Oh well, I wouldn't say that I'm not weird, but you know, I just do me. Space is key with sell-through rate. I could not have bought all the stores I did without the space. Yeah, absolutely. And then you have a big house too, so that also helps on top of your 5 storage units. Hey, Bobby, how you doing? I just found you. I'm looking to switch up my game plan. You're grinding hard and it pays off. I see potential. Thanks. I like your name, Nike Boxes. Um, well, hopefully you learned something that helps you grow your business here. And I like your dog and your photo. James, I always hope I find something with your stock of cassettes someday. That would be a dream pick for me. Yeah, he was busting out some old school stuff the other day, stuff from my childhood. Let's see. Any updates on the Snoop Dogg shirt? No, I've been sending 25% off offers, so I got it listed for 1,000. I've been sending offers at 750. I'll probably start getting a little bit more aggressive here soon. Probably about 700 to like 650, and see what happens. Let's see. Do you have a chick, or are you focused on that paper right now? Relationships can be a distraction. So I was in a relationship. We're not together anymore for reasons that really isn't anybody's business. But yes, I am focusing. Number one, I'm focusing on my relationship with Jesus, and I know that's not for everybody, but that's my number one focus right now. Number two is my business. That's just what it is. What's your eBay selling cost percentage? 49%. It's pretty high. But I promote. You guys got to remember, I promote at a lot. A lot. Hillary, I was thinking about going one day. Oh, you guys talking to each other. Let's see here. All right, my G, got to get these listens done. Have a productive week. Hey, thanks, Fino. Take it easy, bro. Got back in time for your live. Just got back from thrifting all day. Had some really good sales today. Nice. What'd you find? What was your best find, Melissa? Hillary, yeah, the one in Williston, Vermont is closed. Still closed. So Josh says, keep that your focus. If you keep that, everything else will eventually fall into line. Yes, sir. So does anybody have any questions? Anybody want a store review? If you want a store review, the first one to put their store in the chat wins. And we'll see what I can do to help you improve your listings. How's sales been for everybody? The last couple of days have been good. I know a couple of days ago, things were a little wonky, a little bit weird, a little bit off for a lot of people. You gotta put the link in there, bro. Over the weekend though, my sales, I was like, I think I had 79. So I've been real close to 100 sales over the weekend. So I was almost 20 off from what I'm used to. But hey, like I said in my caption on Instagram, that used to be a really good week for me. So my bad week is still as good as my, best week just a couple months ago. That's really all that matters, man. Uh, let's see. Just sold 3 things just now. Nice. From the same person or 3 different people at one time? No sales for a week. Really annoyed now, especially since I'm more consistent with listing. Maybe you're listing bad stuff. I don't want to say you're picking garbage, but there's something going on to where you're we've looked at your store before, right, Mojo Mama? I think we have. 2 different people. Nice. Sales are up and down right now. I think it's more the economy and the season. I don't think it's the eBay servers right now. I think it's a combination of all of that. Let's see. Fox riding boots, new tags with the shin guards. Nice. I think, LOL, I don't do comps at the bins. It's too hectic. I used to do bins at comps at the bins in all my videos, but that stuff it took forever, honestly, and I wasn't able to maximize my results. So if you guys watched the last bins video, remember the crying baby that was in there? Man, that baby was back again yesterday. It was crazy. There was 2 of them again this time. I think it's a family. There's like 6 of them all together, and there's 2 babies, and they just let the babies walk around the store doing whatever they want to. Where I live, there's not much to choose from. Uh, so do you think about traveling? That could be a very real option for you that you might have to lean into. Like for me, there's stuff in my town, but there's nowhere near enough of it for me to not to be listing 65 a day. So I have to drive to go get it. Um, if I was to try to do 65 a day only using the local thrifts, I wouldn't have enough cash flow for it either. And it's a very tiny town. There's not that much stuff flowing around through here. It's not always the stuff. That's true. Fisher Flips, what's your eBay store name? I can post a link for you. Yeah, I guess he disappeared. Maybe that is his store name. I guess he doesn't have a store name. Because this looks like a username. This looks like a username, and I don't think I can find a store from your username. I don't know. I might be able to. And copy that. SC Fish 96. Yeah, it didn't bring nothing up. Just brought up some football cards, baseball cards. I need a store link, my guy. Let's see here. Sell Dockers. It works. I just sold some Dockers earlier. May have to. I don't know, or I don't have a store for coupons, but promote all the time. What's holding you back from getting a store? A basic or a starter store is like $5. Sell one more item and it pays for it. Fisher Flips. Okay, hang on. Alrighty. What up, Tim? How you doing, bro? Okay. Let us look. Boy got the hustling hooks rug. So you got good pictures. I already know that, and you're picking good items. Vintage New York Jets. Lee Sport. Your titles need work though. Polo Ralph Lauren. Yeah, your titles need a lot of work. Where's a new listing? Let me find a new listing. Carhartt shirt. Okay, so your new listings are right. Carhartt shirt, men's 2XL, plaid heavy cotton 12. Got the coupon. All right, hang on, guys. I'm gonna have to. Gotta switch screens. Okay, so got the coupon. You might want to put like you list on a phone, Scott. So right here where it says condition, if you list it on a computer, you could put whatever flaws the item has, or if it does not have any flaws, uh, in that thing, and it would save the buyer some time because they're not going to click into your description anyway. But if they see what flaws are wrong with it right off the flip, then it might prevent them from buying something and returning it. Collar 2XL, logo, no, point, short sleeve, brown. They filled out all the item specifics. Good job. See measurements, got the measurements in there. So it looks pretty good, man. What's your shipping price? $6.99. See details. Two business days. What makes you not do 1 day handling time? Returns accepted, so that means the buyer pays because it doesn't say free returns. I mean, it's a quality listing. Let's see, let's check another one. This is stupid. Not your store, but the screen. Okay. All the pictures look good. You're showing everything you should. How come there's no measurements in this photo? Did you just recently add measurements to your photos or something? Or do you not put the measurements in the photos? All measurements are done flat, like see last photo. So like I said, I would try to put your condition description in here, right here. But like you said, since you list from the phone, that's not going to show. And is this a flat rate price on shipping? I'd assume so because it was $6.99 on the last item too, but it might just be because where we're located. But yeah, I mean, this title structure needs work, but that's only because this is an older listing. But other than that, man, I think you're good. You definitely don't have a problem picking quality items. That's for sure. Let me catch up with this chat and then I'll look at another listing for you. Shopping been good. I spent 5 cents at the bins, 10 balling out. Up to 185 listings now. No sales, no store. Yeah, you should get a store. It's only $5. I don't think you can use the marketing tools with the $5 store. That's what Tech said. So, I mean, I would assume you can, but it's worth whatever the next option is. Hands down, it pays for itself. It pays for itself with the shipping, free supply shipping coupon. What's up, Casey? How you doing, bro? Start a store only saves you on insertion fees after 250 listings, 30 cents versus 35. So that's the only perk. So I guess you got to get the basic store. Basic store is what? $20, I think. I'm not sure. I'm at the premium store, so I pay more than that. No measurements and photos, just descriptions. I would definitely recommend you starting to add those measurements in the photos because, and I know it's more work, right? but you saying that it measures something doesn't prove that it measures something. So when you get a return for it doesn't fit or item not as described because you said it measured a 35 in the waist and it really measures 37 because the buyer's a dingbat and measures it differently than you do, that there's no proof besides your text. So if you say it's a size large and all you have is just the size large in your description, but you don't have a picture of the photo tag or the tag in the photos, you have no proof that your item's really a large when they say it fits like a medium. So they want to hit you with an item not as described. Uh, so those are just a couple of reasons. But third reason is because nobody's reading descriptions. Nobody's even looking at photos. I had somebody message me today and said, "What's on the back of the shirt?" And I said, "Did you look at all of the photos?" And so she messaged me back with an offer, or she sent me an offer with a message. It was like, "You could have just told me what was on the back of it." I'm like, "You could have just looked." I mean, I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. Like, what I told her, I was like, "It's okay. Nobody looks at all the photos anyway." What's your username on eBay? I might be able to post a link for you so Marks can take a look. We've already looked at our store, but we can look at it again. I'm working on fixing the older listings with title structure, and yes, I have set shipping rates. I don't think my eBay store link went through. Okay, there's the link. Hang on. I'm not going to be able to do it from here. I got to, because the links don't pop up on StreamYard. I have to go into YouTube and do that. There is a $5 store. I only have 60 listings on eBay. Yeah, I think it's $5. What's your store name? I can post a link for you. Had better sales last month, then things came to a strange halt. Okay, hang on, guys. I'm gonna do one more listing from Scott's store, and then I'll move on to someone else's. Why hasn't this Robert Graham shirt sold? That's what we'll look at. Okay, Robert Graham. Robert Graham shirt, men's medium, classic fit, turquoise, blue. I would put the color right after the size, then all the other keywords after that, and probably put polo sooner in there because that's what it is. Don't put it like Robert Graham polo shirt. Robert Graham shirt, men's medium, turquoise, blue, polo classic fit, or either classic fit polo. You want to type it in as close to what a buyer would search it as. So like I'm not gonna go in there and type in Robert Graham shirt, all this stuff, and then type the type of item it is last. Price is okay. Knowledge, wisdom, truth. Mm-hmm. How long has this been listed? It probably hasn't been listed that long. And 20% is a pretty good discount. I buy things I don't need with 20%. I see it and I'm like, ooh, 20%. Let me get that. And $24.98 is a decent price for Robert Graham. Maybe on the higher side because it's not worth what it used to be anymore. I think you're doing okay. How many sales a day are you making? Let's see. Let's go back to his store. Let's see here. Have you considered going to the bins more than one time a week? Yes, but I live a whole day away. I would go to the bins more often, but this is the thing, guys. I do 65 listings in a day right now. It takes me 6 hours. Uh, and then I got to do my shipping and whatever else in between. So I get done working at about 5 o'clock. So I do every 2 days of work is a day off. So that would mean that I would have to go on Monday and then I'd have to go on Wednesday because Thursday and Tuesday and Thursday I go live on YouTube, right? And then Saturday I take the day off. So I'd have to go Monday and Wednesday, and then I'd have to get a lot more listing done in the 2 days that, or in the days that I do list. So instead of doing 65 a day, I'd probably have to do 85 a day, and that's just crazy right now. Uh, I'm trying to get the draft bank built up to a 2 week increment to where I can test that and see how that goes. Uh, but I still got a little bit of ways to go to get there. Now, once I do get my draft bank full for 2 weeks, I can go on a Monday, go back on a Wednesday, and then test it out and see how it goes. Maybe if I do have to do more than one trip in a week, I'll end up going the whole day on Monday. We have two rotations, 10 to 1 o'clock. And then we have another rotation from 3 to 6 o'clock. And I stay for both of those. If I end up having to go twice a week, what I could do is go the whole day on Monday and then go Wednesday from 10 to 1 and then come back. And that would give me I can easily get 150 items in each trip. Um, so, well, I'm not going to say easily, but I can get consistently 150 items in one trip. So that would be 450 items in 1 week, and I could increase my goal that way. But it would just make the rest of my days not as smooth sailing as what I'm used to, which would mean that I would start to get stressed out and angry. Thanks for your feedback. I do appreciate it. No problem, bro. Okay, so we're gonna get to your store in a second. Starter store is $4.95 and the basic is $21.95 based on annual subscription. And you can do the annual subscription. It's not going to charge you for the whole thing all at one time. At least I don't think it does, but it does give you the $21.95 price every month. What can you do about false ads, and how often does eBay reevaluate if you are charged a 5% high ad? So what you can do about false ads is don't return the shipping, and in the little comment box is going to ask or then you can like leave a little note. So say I sold an item and they said doesn't match description or photos, but then in the comment section they put it doesn't fit. So what I would do when I got the item back is I would only refund the item cost. I would not refund the original shipping, and in the note box I would say this is a misuse of the INAD return. This is a buyer's remorse return for doesn't fit. And that's what I would do. I would just tell them what the real reason is, what the real return is supposed to be, and then they go through. It's a bot that does it, but it goes through and it checks your listing. It's going to refund the buyer their shipping anyway, and then you'll be able to find out. It's on the reports tab. You'll see later on down the line that it fell off, but I just usually check my performance tab and how many INADs I have, and if one falls off, then I know it fell off. Uh, it's been listed for about a month. I average 7 to 10 sales a day. And you're listing how many? How many people manually marked open questions as answered to just eBay tasks? I don't understand the last to just eBay task. I don't know what that means, but if I have a question that I've answered, like say on the app or something, but then I go to my seller hub and it says that the question still needs to be answered, then I mark it as answered. If I haven't answered the question or acknowledged it yet, I don't mark it as answered. But if it's been checked already, I will mark it as answered, because you don't want it to go unanswered, because it makes eBay think you're not paying attention to your clients. How do you wash your cashmere and wool? I have a pile of cashmere and wool from the bins just sitting profit, and I don't know how to wash them. I don't wash them unless it accidentally goes through the washing machine, because I don't wash my clothes anymore. My mom does it. Then I I just send it. I just list it as is, but I'm not picking up piles and piles of cashmere and wool either. Like, it's rarely is it every week. Like, I didn't get any wool items this week. I found a bunch, but there was holes in it. I found a 100% cashmere Sweater with a hole in it, 100% cash or lamb's wool sweater with a hole in it. Like Hillary said, though, you can hand wash them, lay them flat to dry. Don't recommend washing them in a machine. Yeah, I did that with a Ralph Lauren sweater, wool sweater, and it shrunk up like a little baby. It was a adult, large. It looked like a toddler shirt, like for a little infant. What's up from Colorado? So excited about the membership, about the join. Hey, that's what's up. That's great. Let's see here. You're welcome, Cheryl. Take a look. Okay, sorry. When do you know you can raise your listing goal? Great question. So if you can raise your, or you know it's time to raise your listing goal when you have, in my opinion, these are my metrics and what we go by in the Reseller Nirvana mentorship. 2 week draft bank, enough cash flow to buy as many items as you need for whatever listing increment you decide to go sourcing for. So like for me, I go once a week. I need to make sure that my listing goals cover the whole week's worth of inventory, so I can go once a week. 2 week draft bank, able to put everything away and find your items successfully. Low INADs, like super low, and what else would be a key in it? Oh, tons of cash flow. Like if you got enough cash flow and you have the time to list your items consistently, like if you're not like sporadic with your listing goals, some 5 here, 10 there, 7 here, 2 here, none there. If you do the same thing every day, I would suggest go ahead and raise it up. But don't go like hardcore. Like don't be going from 15 listings a day to 30. Like pick something respectful. Like you got to respect the eBay machine, man. It's not going to reward you as fast as you think. So I went from, and I'm telling you from personal experience, I went from 10 listings a day from just one listing each additional month for like 4 months. And then I jumped from like 14 or 15 to 20. And then I jumped from 20 to 30. Then I went to 33. It didn't start catching up. And this was last year. It didn't start catching up. I just now sell 30 a day. And I started doing that 4 months into full time. And trust me, it was tough. Listing 20 a day, selling 7 to 10. At least you're at 50% sell through of what you're listing, which means you have cash flow to continue to buy more items. You want to get that up a little bit higher though. I would assume your listings or your items are priced too high. You pick really, really good items. You have quality items. You're always posting good stuff on Instagram. Uh, you're probably just priced too high. Hello, sir. Having kind of a tough time pricing items. I do research, but I don't want to price too high because it will never sell. Not too low, low profit. Do you have any advice? Price it at what the market says. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. It doesn't matter what you want to make off it. You have to price it at what the market calls for. And that's just all there is to it. It doesn't matter if you pay $20 for it and you find out it's only worth $20. You're beat. You can't price your items over the market and then be like, oh well, I paid $10 for this and it only sells for 12, so I got to list it at 15. It's not going to sell. You can't do that. You got to leave your emotions at the door. So just do your research and price it accordingly. I price items at market all the time, and then I still run a 25% off coupon. So I can get this stuff by the hundreds. So I'm not really trying to hold on to anything. Do you sell on eBay only? What do you think about Whatnot live shows? Yeah, I only sell on eBay. I think Whatnot can be very profitable for you if you can get enough items and get your following up big enough to get the items sold. But it takes a long time to, I'm not going to say a long time, but it takes quite a few shows to be able to gain enough traction to where you can do some damage. In the beginning, you're going to lose a little bit of money trying to build a following unless you convert Instagram followers or some other types of followers over to follow you on Whatnot. I have sold 0 items in the last 2 days. Well, you got Mojo Mama beat. Speaking of Mojo Mama, I need to go up here and get her store. Hey, how you doing, Grandma? Yes, I went from 12 sales Saturday and crickets Sunday only. Finally, today I have 3 sold or sold 3. I'm starting to question everything. My sourcing, my pictures, my listing. Don't get down, guys. So look, I feel like I got my first thigh measurement question this week. I say, yeah, I'll get right back to you. I never get back to them. So you got to You got to look at your numbers at a month by month projection or a year over year projection, right? So right now it feels like my sales are slow. Let me share my screen. It feels like my sales are slow, right? But then when I go and I look at my numbers, um, it's not. Oh, hang on. Sorry guys, I got to close windows and do things. So what I need to see is see all these numbers. I'm up 18.9% in the last 31 days. All of these numbers are green. Listing impressions are up. Click-through rate never changes. Listing page views are up. Sales conversion rate is up. And then so I look at my performance tab. I have to make sure I'm still on here. Okay. So right now, the average sales price is down, but everything else is up. Sales fixed price, net sales is up, total sales is up. Everything's up except for my average sales price is down. But that's what happens when you start selling a lot of lower dollar items. My sales price may be down, but my money's going up. So to me, it doesn't matter how many items I got to sell to make the money that I'm looking to make. It doesn't matter. Even the number of buyers is up 20.9% of buyers. All my numbers are up except for clothing and shoes, what men's jeans, because clearly it's about to start getting warm and men ain't buying jeans right now. So those are what numbers matter to me. It's not mattering about how many sales I do every day. Well, although don't get me wrong, I do get in my head and I'm like, why aren't my numbers doing this or why aren't my numbers doing that? When all at the end of the day, all the numbers are trending upward. So beating yourself up on a day by day basis is just going to drive you crazy. You gotta look at your sales this month compared to what your sales were last year, or this year compared to what you were last year, um, and it'll look a lot better to you. Trust me. Um, what does pricing it at the market really mean? A pair of Dockers can sell for 12, 17, or 25. It's basically like the average. Um, Look at Terapeak, do market research. Terapeak will tell you what the average of everything is, and you could price it at what you feel is anything that's fair in between there. You could price it at the top of the market, and it'll take longer to sell. Or you could price it at the lower end of the market, and it'll sell quicker. It just depends on you. But as long as you're not pricing Dockers for $50, then you're all good. I got back to them and they made the purchase, but I was leery. Hey, at least they bought it. They never buy it. I gotta go open packages and take photos and then reseal the bag back up and put it back in my inventory, and it's a whole pain in the butt for me. How accurate is the online trending price eBay shows when listing an item? I'd say about 5% accurate. It's never accurate. It's wrong. Don't use it. I think he means the average sales price. Take several sold listing prices and use the average price to pick the price for you. I mean, yeah, you can do that. You can do it that way too. Um, but yeah, I do mean like what the market research says though. Like you can pick 10 listings, and if five of them sold for $25, but then the other five sold for 10, I mean, I guess you could average it out and go in the middle at 15. But if you know that it's going to sell for 25, but you're a guy like me that'll take a $10 offer, that doesn't give you accurate knowledge when it can sell for 25. So it also just comes down to knowing what you're selling. I'll list Levi's for $25, and then I'll take a $10 offer on them because I know that number one, I know that I can get $25 for them, but I know that Levi's is a saturated category and I could sit on them forever if I don't take a $10 offer sometimes. How not to get down when you are not getting anything. I'm depressed. I think I should get one per day at least. You should, but eBay doesn't owe you anything. So if you're not doing an accurate job, then you're not going to get, you know what I mean? Like it, we can't make eBay give us any sales. The only way you can force a sell is by giving stuff away. Are you getting any offers at all, Jared? Any offers or send offers? 19 sells yesterday and 12 today. See, 19 is great, especially for someone that's listing 20 a day, and 12 is 50% of what you're listing. So you're in a good spot. But what do your first 7 days of March look like? What? How much did I make in the first 7 days? Hang on. Share screen. I gotta get Mojo Mama's store review. Is she even here anymore? She probably left. All right, custom. We're gonna go for March 1st to March 7th. Generate the report. So far I made $3,500 in sales and $1,600 in net sales, because let's see how much of this is selling costs. Almost $2,000 of selling costs. 49% of my sales, or of the total number, is selling costs. So for 7 days I made $1,600, which, I mean, it's not the greatest. Obviously see the numbers down, but what does it matter on a week by week basis when overall I'm still up, right? So I can't compare this $1,600 that I'm making when last year this time I was barely making 600. You know, I don't know, guys. Like I don't remember what I was making this time last year. It wasn't no $1,600 in a week, that's for sure. It might have been 1,600 in a month. So it's you can't do like beat myself up because 1,600 is down 15.7%, when in the grand scheme it's up. 7 days is not enough of a time period. But yeah, like last week maybe it was a little bit better, but it's okay. It's all gonna. I made $3,000 more this month than I did last month. Okay, Mojo Mama still is there. I heard that March sales are slower for a lot of sellers. Is this just a lazy excuse or true? My goal is to be making 100 or more, 100 more or higher every 2 weeks. Yeah, the sales do kind of slow down, but guess what? Taxes are about to start rolling in, so they're gonna pick back up. March, April, and like May are like the busiest times of a lot of resellers, like clothing, at least. Like toys is going to be Christmas time, but like we should start seeing sales soon with taxes rolling out. You guys got to remember though, we are on the backside of Christmas. We're on the backside of Valentine's Day. We're on the backside of a lot of things, and cash is tight for everyone right now. Nonetheless, talking about just rolling off of a holiday season. So um, you got to be more aware that people really want a good deal right now. Um, I'll sell something for $7. I got listed for 15 just to be able to get some sales rolling in, which is a reason why my average sales price is going down. But if it's an Old Navy shirt I got listed for 15 and someone sends me a $7 offer on it, why am I not going to take that when I can literally go to the bins and buy 1,000 Old Navy items in a day? I just choose not to flood my store with Old Navy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not holding on to an Old Navy shirt for dear life. I'm not emotional about an Old Navy shirt. There's nothing rare about it. It's not hard to find. I can walk outside right now and trip over an Old Navy shirt. Like no lie. You know what I'm saying? Like you just got to find an equal balance of higher price items to average out those lower dollar items. Like this green shirt right here, that's a Walls high visibility work shirt. It's like a $5 sell. Like I still bought it though because it'll sell. Somebody that's going to work on construction will wear that. But there's like four St. Louis Rams vintage sweatshirts, a starter vintage sweatshirt. It's all the way at the bottom of my pile. I have to take my word for it. And those things will sell for like 35 bucks. You gotta get you a good solid mix of things. Congratulations on your increase. I thank the Lord He continues to prosper your work. Thanks for the kind words. I thank the Lord too. If he who is what is it? He who does great with little will do great with much. Or he who is responsible with little will be responsible with much. I don't go with eBay suggested price because it includes auctions that can go very low. And then sometimes the items don't even match like at all. Like it's not in the same brand sometimes. Drive me crazy. Well, it won't have too far to go. By the way, Marcus, I really like your videos. Thanks, Jared. Still here, you don't have to if you don't have time. It's depressing, but I keep pressing. I want to get to it. That's why I really only have time to do one story view, uh, in these lives because I got to answer people's questions. Okay, so I'll quit whining. As a new reseller, still with about 300 items in my store, accept offers, don't get greedy, and learn sell-through rates. Learning sell-through rates saved my butt. And that's a very solid piece of information right there. Number one, don't get attached to your items. If someone's trying to buy your item, but you're not letting it go, that's your fault. You're not making a sell. At the end of the day, man, I've never gone, I can't say never, but I think it was 2 months into my reselling eBay journey, and I hadn't missed a day of sales. Because if I got to 9 o'clock in the evening and I had not made a sale, I'm accepting any offer that I got on any item, whatever it is. I mean, with good reason. I'm not going to accept $10 on a pair of $250 Jordans. I'm not doing that. But like you kind of got to force a sell sometimes. Send more aggressive offers, accept a lower offer. You got to pull out all the tricks when you're trying to make sales. You can't be like, oh, well, I'm only going to make $5 profit on this item. Well, it's better than making no dollars profit that day. Big thing is try not to compare yourself to what others are doing. Have to compare only to what you're doing, and not even what you're doing. Compare yourself to what you were doing previously. Uh, and I always try to get, it's a cliche, but get 1% better. If you're always changing whatever the problems are to make progress, then you're always going to be doing a little bit better. You can't fix everything all at one time, but you can stop pricing your items more than what they're going for. You can stop picking up Old Navy. You can stop um, not accepting offers when they come in. These are things that are in your control. And I say it all the time on my videos. You can control the controllables. What you cannot control is how much traffic eBay gives you or if the buyer buys the item when you list it. You can't control those things, but you are in control of what you're picking up, what you price it at. If you have good shipping, good metrics, or not good metrics, but good item specifics in the listing, all these things help. If your title's all jumbled up and mumbled up and nobody can find it, you're probably not going to sell that item anytime soon. But if you put it in the title the way the buyer's going to search it, you got a better chance at showing up when someone types for a Nike shirt. If you're doing Nike red shirt, large men's, it's going to be weird. No one's going to be able to find that item. It's probably going to pop up under the fold at items matching fewer, whatever the words say, whatever it says, matching fewer words or something like that. That's where your listing is going to be at. But someone with the proper title is going to be number one. Tried free shipping for a week and will not be doing that again. I don't know why you did that. I'm good with just charging a fixed rate, and I have seen no changes in sales from fixed rate to free shipping. I don't recommend anybody do free shipping. Don't get me wrong, buyers are being trained to want free shipping because of Amazon these days. But at the end of the day, I've never done free shipping on any of my listings ever. I think on one item I did free shipping, and it was like a VCR, and I like barely made it through on that item without having to pay it more than what the buyer did. But I've never had any problem selling items because I charge shipping. Now, if a buyer sees that you do charge shipping and they want a deal, they're going to send you an offer. And the offer is probably going to usually be whatever the shipping cost may be. And then they're going to get free shipping that way. Either way it goes, you're paying for shipping regardless. It's just how it works. I think it might look better to some, but there's a bunch of people out there that don't care about that. I don't buy based on whether the shipping's free or not, because I know if it says free shipping, it's built into the price. But probably I know that because I'm a seller. But I don't recommend anybody do free shipping, especially like if you do like free returns like I do, then you're losing twice. You're a listing machine. Listing over 1,000 items. What do you mean? Oh, because I have over 1,000 items listed. Well, I do 40 a day. That adds up pretty quick. If he isn't able to look at your eBay listings, please join the Discord group and ask there. He does respond whenever he can. Yeah. or you can join the channel memberships. A quick way to find average price for popular items is to sort the solds by auction, most bids first. These will mostly be auctions which started at 99 cents and will give a good idea of market price. I have never searched an item by auction first, but hey, if that's what you want to do, go ahead. I've never searched an item by auction just because sometimes, man, like sometimes it's not accurate. You know what I mean? Like you can find an item that someone got caught slipping on, a rare item that just slipped through the cracks because whatever may have been wrong or another. Or you can find items that sold for really, really high that probably aren't exactly what you're looking at, but very, very similar. That can confuse someone, especially someone that doesn't know the difference between like a vintage item or something that looks. Say we have two items. I have a vintage original tee, and then you have a reproduction tee, and they look the same. They're the same print, but only yours is a repro, and you don't know it. But you go listing it off of mine with the same price. You're never going to sell it. You know what I mean? So like, there's nuance to everything, but that is good advice. What's your name? Want to get stacked? I like that name. Let's see. As a new seller, which I assume you are, Jared, you're not really in a position to hold out on items. If you're trying to grow quick, just build up the capital if it's a fair offer. That's my opinion. That's a very good opinion to have, and I've told Jared this several times. With my sales being slow this last week, made me work harder this week. I'm still fixing titles, sending more offers out, and running store coupons. It sounds like a recipe for success to me, Melissa. One of the things that I say, man, to a lot of people is, if you're gonna do, you, if you're not gonna pull out all the tricks that eBay gives you to make sales, and then get mad because eBay is not giving you sales, then you really shouldn't be complaining because there's 9 promotions that you can do in order to increase sales. Now, number one, like in Mojo Mama, you don't have a store, you can't use. There's 9 options they give you, all marketing tools to push these items in front of people and give them great deals. And if you're not willing to pull out all the tricks, then you're not going to get all the sales. Well, and then other people, they don't list whenever their sales slow down. They're like, oh, I don't have the motivation, I'm not making sales. That makes me go even harder. If I'm not getting the sales that I want, then I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm trying to make stuff happen. I'm like, what do I got to do? Because I got certain numbers that I'm trying to hit every day. And if I'm not doing it, then I'm getting more aggressive as the day goes on. And, I'm picking better items, and I'll slow down on the Old Navy. I'll pick up less Gap, things like that. But there's only so much one can do. But if you're not doing everything you can do, then I don't think you even deserve to get to make the sales. If you're not willing to put in all the work, sometime or something seems wrong with the server when I do research. I get weird results. Then I Google it and go back in and it's different. Yeah, I've heard that lately. I've heard people, so say you type in Nike shirt, you click on the listing and then it opens up to like a book or something random. I think they might have gotten that glitch fixed, but that's still super weird. Sometimes we have unrealistic expectations. Sometimes we get used to something and feel like we are entitled to it. When sales are less consistent, I remind myself overall sales have been up. That's a really good mindset. And I like what you said. We feel entitled. Well, we feel like eBay owes us something because we list our items on eBay. I heard someone say, I put so much work into my listings that I don't want to just let them go for so little. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what this person was listing, but I spend maximum 5 minutes on a listing, maximum. And that's like from taking my photos, bagging the item and putting the custom SKU on it, and then building the listing and putting it away. 5 minutes max. And that's a slow listing. So it took me 5 minutes worth of work, and someone's sending me a $5 offer. That's $1 a minute on this. Like, please take this item. Yes, I will sell it to you for $5, and I'm gonna go buy 2 more, 3 more for this $5 I make. Like, you gotta not be emotional about it. Uh, those Carhartt jackets I averaged those into my buy cost. So a $30 jacket went down to $1.41. Anything is ridiculous profit. ASAP off the flip. And I sold one for $85 and I sold one for $80. Now, some people will probably be like, you sold it for 80 bucks. I only had them listed for 100 bucks. You know what I mean? I paid $30 for them. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm trying to get those things sold and at least double my money and be gone with it. But with the averaging of my buy costs, it went down to $1.41. So I made a lot of profit off those jackets. You know what I'm saying? Like so what? They're new Carhartt jackets. It doesn't matter. I made my money back off of them. They sold quick. So sometimes you just got to put in the work. Love the pep talk. Thanks for keeping it real and encouraging us. You guys encourage me a lot too, though. When are you planning on getting a supplier so you don't have to deal with the bin? So I just called a supplier the other day, yesterday, as a matter of fact, and the guy was like, well, what are you trying to do with this stuff? And I was like, I want to put it on eBay. And he's like, well, that's the thing. We're like, he called it historical items instead of calling it vintage. He was like, we're looking through it all and finding the historical items that are in popular demand right now. And it's the leftovers. You got to buy 1,000 pounds of it, but you can get it for 50 cents a pound. So I'm thinking, let's just call it 50% trash and 50%, listable items. I paid yesterday, I paid $400, $369 for 310 items, right? So if I can get them down to 50 cents, per pound, there's no telling exactly what's going to be in that pound, but that's a lot more inventory for a lot less cost. But the only thing is I don't know if you guys have seen my car, little itty bitty hatchback. Where am I putting a bell at? Or how am I going to put 1,000 pounds in that little bitty car? So that's the issue. I gotta wait till I get a truck or a vehicle, or because renting a U-Haul, I'm gonna have to pay mileage on it, and St. Louis is 100 miles, 115 miles away from me, so there and back, it's gonna be quite a bit of money on mileage. So it's an option, but it's either that or buy 18 wheeler from the Goodwill bins of all stuff that's already been picked through their tractor trailers, or what's left over at the end of the day, when people like me are going in there and searching for everything. And I just don't know about that either, but I'm sure that would be by the pound as well, for really really cheap. How do I find out where my items are in the listings on eBay? What do you mean? How do I find out where my items are in the listings on eBay? Have you tried searching for your item? You can do that, but you're going to have to use an incognito browser. So what I mean by incognito is go private on your browser and look for your items. Because if you go and just look for your items on your computer, it's going to have your cookies for your listings, and you're going to pop up at the top, and that's not going to be an accurate search result. Free shipping slams you because you lose hundreds due to returns. Yep. Hey, Dennis, what's going on, bro? My first eBay sale, I lost 12 bucks in profit with free shipping because I didn't use the eBay label. Dude, I sent a shirt to Germany. I gave away a shirt on my fitness Instagram page because I was trying to start this fitness clothing line, and I was giving away free shirts. A person that won one of the shirts was living in Germany. Another person lived in Great Britain. And it cost me like $50 to send these shirts over there. They were already free, so I like lost 20 bucks a piece on making the shirts. And then sending them over there, I was like negative 120, $140 by the end of it. I was like, man, this is horrible. I'll never do free shipping on anything. And then Dana Invest was like, you should do your DVD VCR recorders for 20 bucks, or you should charge 20 bucks flat shipping rate and build it into your cost. You'll sell more of them. And so I did it. And of course, the first buyer is going to be all the way across the United States. And it was like 1920, and I had like, just a few cents to spare on the $20 that I allotted myself. So I ain't done free shipping on nothing. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there. It was so weird. Uh, let's see. I love Terra Peak, such a great resource, and it's free. It's not free. You got to have a store. Uh, Jared is hard headed. No problem, man. You'll learn. What's up, Jeff? Everyone be sure to hit the thumbs up. Yes, sir. What 9 options? So there's going to be, let me just pull it up so that way I don't have to fumble through it. They give you these options to get more sales, right? So you go to the marketing tab. This whole tab comes with a store. So you get promotions. There is, come on, man. Stupid mouse. You can do order discount, a shipping discount, volume pricing. You can put a coupon, a sell, and a markdown event. You can use buyer groups, which you can send coupons and newsletters to all these people that have ever bought from you. And then I don't know how many that is right there, but it's quite a few. Subscriber discounts, that's another one. But all these numbers, like, it's all your, well, this is all my promoted listing campaigns, but this is like the impressions due to promoted listings, organics and promoted. So this is the organic. It's kind of just stagnant, straight line. But these up and down peaks are when my days are doing good. Like right now, I'm way down for some reason. It is what it is. It's probably why my sales are not at 20 right now. Normally, I'm at like 20 items. Where am I at? 16 items for, and I do have an open offer. Normally, I'm at like 20 sales right now this time of the day. So let's see. I got this Harley shirt. I got it listed for 25. Someone's made me an offer for 18. But guess what? If I was to send this person an offer, it would go at 25%, which 25% of 25 is 18.75. So I'm going to accept this offer. I'm not going to let 75 cents hang me up on a Harley shirt. So I accepted that offer, and that's how I make a sale. I'm not emotional about none of this stuff. I just found 3 more of these. It's not rare. It's not hard to find. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be emotional about this stuff. I'm right there with you, Jared. Hit 13K today. Hey, let's go for a few minutes. What? And then you refresh the screen and it went back down. I hate when that happens. Salute from Boston. Respect the grind. Couldn't agree more. And if stuff isn't moving after, say, 2 weeks, always sell similar and end the listing to get a new trigger. The algorithm is a go-to. I don't do that, but hey, you can definitely do that. I don't do that because my inventory is based off date as well as SKU. So say I put the wrong SKU number on an item. If I'm going to look in where the item's listed at based off what date eBay says because I relisted it, that means it's not in the spot where I put it. So if I put all my items in September 13th around the items that were also listed on September 13th, but then I relisted it in December, I'm going to be looking in my store in the box that has all December items in it, and this item's not going to be in there, and I'm going to be like, where's my item? You know what I mean? So I don't end and relist. However, you can generate sales that way, but it's not going to be as if you would just put new listings in your store. The more you put into something, the more you get out of it. Working hard is always rewarded, not just an eBay. Work ethic will always prevail. Facts. Target, Walgreens, and Walmart clearance is a gold mine as well. I tried that stuff too. It is a gold mine, especially if you hang on to some of that stuff. At least for like a year, if you have space for it. Some of that stuff shoots up. With auctions, most bids pricing, it only applies to everyday popular items. I mostly source items in the 40 to 80 pound range, which gets the most bids. That makes sense. But if you're selling items that are worth putting on auction. I'm not selling anything that's worth putting on auction. Are 25% of Ben's items worthwhile? Not really. This is the calculation you'd have to do. Right. And so it kind of is if you're getting the fresh, unpicked through items, right? So if I come through and I source 300 items in a day, I'm picking the best 300 items that I find, and I'm still only leaving with 300 items every week. You know what I'm saying? So out of all those thousands and thousands of pounds, there's a lot of stuff that gets left behind because it doesn't meet my metrics. And then there's some days that I pick lower tier items because I still have to leave with 300 items. So if it's on a day that's not great, I still got to leave with 300. Oof, when someone calls the clothes you wore in high school historical, it makes you feel old. Yeah, doesn't it? If you don't want them to go for so little, pricing a little higher at a bar to begin with, I run a 10% every sell every weekend. Another thing that triggers the algorithm for your store. So I used to be that way, right? I used to price all my items at, I don't know, a little bit higher because I figured someone was going to send me an offer on it, and then I'd probably be more at the range of what I was willing to accept. But I was only selling 10 a day when I did that. When I priced my items at market and then turned on a 25% store coupon, I sell 30 a day now. So, I could do that and hang on to my items, or I could just do it the way that I'm doing it, and it works for me. But this is what I say though: in order for what I do to work for you, like Tech and Sports says, you have to do everything that he does to see the sales that he does. So if you're going to do 5 of the things out of the 20 things he does, it's not going to give you the same results. So if you're going to do 2 or 3 of the things that I do, but you don't do everything that I do, you're not going to have the same results that I have. Just like someone that's doing better than me or doing worse than me, if I'm not doing what they're doing, we're not going to have the same results. That's just all there is to it. Somebody put a super chat in here. Let's see. Linda, always coming through in the clutch, man. I appreciate it. Super chat. I don't see the sticker, which is kind of corny. They don't show me what the sticker is. I wish I knew. But I appreciate it, Linda. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming in. Let me get caught up on this chat, man. Sorry, guys. No one ever went broke taking a profit. Couldn't agree more. Greed is sales repellent. Yeah, no one ever goes broke in profit. Period. What's up? I'd flip that. Man, I had a stair step basket cost me 25 to ship it. Wow, I lost 20 bucks on that stupid basket. That's why I switched to only clothes. Yeah, and you gotta. So my brother, poor guy, he bought this like kid high chair, like a baby high chair that you sit your kid in and feed them food with in the kitchen. And he put I don't remember how he had it shipped, but however he had it shipped was not the way that it went. And so when he got it all packaged up and I put in the dimensions for him, it was going to be like $70 or $80 to ship, and he only charged the buyer 20 bucks. And he's like, "What do I do?" And I was like, "Either you cancel the order or you ship it and lose a boatload of money." He's like, "Man, forget that, man." He had just gotten started. He was like, "Cancel it." I was like, you gotta, when you're packing something big like that, you gotta kind of have an idea of what type of package it's gonna go in, what it's gonna weigh after packed and boxed up and everything, man. It's just tough, man. Punch the like button. Don't beat it up, man. You gotta be nice to it. Oh no, yeah, I'm back. Sorry, guys. You're back. Somebody's camera might die. No, I pressed a button. I don't know what button I pressed. I think I pressed leave studio. I don't know. Laughing out loud, the historical items like George Washington cardigans and the wood denture. Don't forget about the white wig, though. Where do I find Terapeak? Terapeak is on the marketing tab, I believe. Let me look real quick. It's the research tab. You go to the Seller Hub, go to the research tab, and it's right there. On the research tab. Yep, there you go. See, Jared, you know where it's at. You need to be using that thing. Would it be a Marcus live stream if there wasn't some technical difficulties? No, it would not. If you have a store, it's on the. What do you do when measurements don't match size tag? I find a ton of items that people likely donated because it shrunk. So what I do is in the title, I put whatever the size tag says. In the item description or in the item specifics where it says size, say it's a size 38 in the waist. I'll put 38 in the waist, and then when it comes to the inseam and the waist measurement inside of the listing, I put what it actually measures, and then in the condition description, I'll say measures 36, 32 instead of a 38, 34. You know what I mean? And usually and then I put a big, please actually check measurements for check the photos for measurements. And that's cut down on my doesn't fit returns quite a bit, but that does not eliminate them altogether because as I told you earlier, somebody messaged me for the back of a shirt. Can I see the back of the shirt? And I'm like, did you look at all the photos? Because it's literally photo number 5. What is your conversion rate? 2%. Get yourself a nice little trailer with a trailer hitch and a hatchback, good money and cheap. And you can rent it out to people you know as well as friends and family. I don't have any family down here. It's me and my twin brother and my mom. And my mom actually owns a pickup truck, which is in the shop right now getting repaired. When when she gets it out of the shop, I could probably bust down the bell and try to bring it back in her truck. But I'm in the market for another vehicle right now. I'm just not exactly sure which vehicle I'm gonna get, but it's gonna have to be something because it's time to level up. Just be sure to disclose all the measurements. Yep. I did that one time as well. You know what I do to counteract that, though, instead of using global shipping, click the first thing once you select international shipping, select standard shipping. I don't know what we're talking about here. It's calculated shipping worldwide on the bayou, on the bay, on the buyer. I think it's a set rate. Well, so like with international shipping, I really don't know what they're paying because we pay a way lesser fee to get it to whatever distribution hub is near you. Before I got enrolled into the global shipping program, I was in the eBay International Standard Delivery Program, which is not the same thing as the eBay International Shipping Program they have now. So say I had a pair of shoes that were 2 pounds. It would cost me most average. It would cost me $17 to ship those shoes. I don't know what the buyer was paying, but it was costing me $17. Now, say I didn't weigh those shoes before I put the measurements in the description, right? And say it turned out to be 3 pounds. Now it's gone up from 17 to like an incremental like $30 shipping charge. Uh, there was no like small measurement jumps, you know what I mean? Like with priority, say your item's 2 pounds, but then it weighs 3. It might only go up, 50 cents, but it could go up $3, But with that international standing, it was crazy. So I enrolled in the global shipping program and it's been a game changer. I don't know what the buyer is paying for it though, so I can't speculate if it's calculated honestly. If you are using the date as an inventory system, you can end your listings based on the date and then sell similar and just add a note. Yeah, but why am I going to do all that when I don't have to? Nope problem. I like that name. My bins are really good, but also super competitive. A lot of trash talkers and people get mad easy. There you have, there you, every deal with, oh yeah, all the time. But you see, my bins, it's in St. Louis, which is, not a nice city to begin with. So as long as you get in there and you just you try to be respectful, usually, man, people will be respectful back. But like if you're like trying to beef over like an item you found in the bins or like you're just being extra doing too much, somebody's probably gonna say something to you. But for the most part, man, like I've been to other cities and other bins, and it's a lot more competitive there than it is at our bins for some reason, which I really wouldn't expect it to be that way. But we have so many bins, and it's such a big place that people just move on. What's up, Eric? How you doing, bro? Long time no speak. You can learn from others, but you got to find your own way and lane. That's true. A lot of that heavy stuff moved on to Kyrie as well locally. Just a heads up, they'll have somebody coming in Uber and pick it up for you as well as anybody needs help moving heavy stuff. Uh, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about, bro. Kyrie, who's Kyrie, the basketball player, man? Oh, Makari. Okay, okay, yeah. So the Uber having them what like pick up your scraps, like stuff you need to donate. That's really one of my issues, man, is trying to find places to get rid of stuff. Do you all do international shipping? I don't. I do. I sell about two or three, at least two or three a week. Sometimes it's one a day. I'm a twin as well. Crazy. I hear you or just a trailer for yourself can get them cheap enough. Instead of the U-Haul, feel me, you can grab all the bins, full backed up trailer and bounce. Yeah, that's a good idea. I gotta find a trailer then. Put it on. Can you see me pulling a trailer with my little bitty tiny car? Maybe I should. I recommend trying it. You stand nothing to lose. What are you gonna do? Make more sales and be like, oh, this is horrible. Like you're not gonna lose sales because you're already doing that. I got a nice little trailer cheap for my little 18-foot fishing boat. It was like 275 bucks. Not bad at all. Definitely worth every penny. Yeah, that's a really good deal. Fit an 18-foot fishing boat on it for 275 bucks. That's a still of a deal. Hey, what's up, D Middleman Picker? Long time no speak, man. I ain't seen you in I feel like a good 5 months, man. Maybe not that long, but long time. I feel you, but they pay way more as the buyer, so it stops a lot of them from buying. That is true. But at the end of the day, I live in the United States, and the bulk of my shoppers live in the United States too. So you can't miss what you never had. You know what I'm saying? Uh, if they see it and they don't want to buy it, they can find someone that lives in Germany and buy something from them. But for me and my American people, hey, you can buy away. I'm gonna give you a flat rate. I have pulled a trailer with a Chevette. Nice. That's something like my dad would do. My dad had a Chevette. He didn't have a trailer on that though, but he did have a little tiny quarter-ton Toyota. He got for $100, and then he got the trailer. I don't know how much he got the trailer for, but he made some money in that trailer. He used to go junking with it in the rich suburbs. $1,000 a week scrapping. You can offer local pickup on my car, Uber pickup. Okay, I got it. I got it. Yeah, so you can't do that on eBay. You just gotta pull up, scan the thing, and skirt out. Oh no, more sales. No, I can't believe this curse you international shipping. You gotta give them the angry fist. Right, right. Yeah, you're 100% right, but that's why I select buyer pays, and it goes off a regular calculated shipping as soon as you select it. Copy me? Yeah, I do. But maybe you're right. Now global shipping has changed so much. Donate to Savers and get a 20% off coupon. So the nearest Savers is all the way in St. Louis by it's a little bit further. It's between the downtown St. Louis bins and the Bridgeton bins. So it's like further for me to go just to go there, and I never go to Savers anyway. Uh, so I mean, I guess I could go there and donate some stuff, but I'm not driving 2 hours away just to donate some stuff. So we are 27 minutes past the hour. Normally I'd have been off here. Um, if you guys have any more questions, put them in the comment section of any video. It doesn't matter. Just find a video and put it in there. Or you can join the Discord. It's free. You can ask questions in there. I will get to it the best that I can. If you want more one-on-one access, you can join my channel memberships. There is a private Dixon's Pickens members only Discord. You message me there, I will get to you as close to immediate as possible. And there are different options on the channel memberships. But regardless, if you guys are catching this on the replay, please leave a thumbs up and come back Thursday. I think we're on my channel for the Good Pickens podcast. If not, we'll be on Ray's channel, but I really believe we're on mine. So I'll see you back here Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. And if not, man, I'll catch you guys in the comment section somewhere. But that's going to do it for this video.